Now, I asked LeBron just before tip-off if he'd like to join the broadcast to discuss everything, and he told me, quote, "I ain't got nothing to talk about."
Well, yeah, but we've got something to talk about here, because the LeBron James trade rumors are heating up. So buckle up, Buttercup, because we're gonna talk about new homes for LeBron James if he manages to escape from LA. Let's get at it. LeBron James does not like that the Lakers are going younger with Luka Doncic as the cornerstone of the franchise moving forward. Because despite hints that LeBron's wife wants him to retire, and that LeBron himself is considering retirement, LeBron just opted into a massive $52.6 million player option, which handcuffs the Lakers and seems to be a giant middle finger aimed right at management and ownership. And I'm sure you've heard by now that if he did end up taking a $15 million pay cut, which, I mean, he has the money, the Lakers could have kept their mid-level exception and been able to surround him with more talent to compete for a title and win now in 2025-26. And what makes this stranger is LeBron did give up millions of dollars in the past in order to help tool his team to compete for a title. Now, LeBron's cheapness seems to be part of his personality, and I do have a video about that. Link in the top comment below. Back to his current situation, LeBron, as he tends to do when he is upset, is creating considerable drama within his own team. Even former number one pick and new Laker DeAndre Ayton said that when he joined the team, Luka Doncic reached out to him right away, but LeBron James did not. And this is one of the reasons that we find LeBron James to be so insufferable. Because if anything, he should be kissing both of the ass cheeks of the entire Buss family for putting the Lakers franchise needs aside to hire his podcast pal JJ as head coach and to drag the whole team and franchise through the Bronny James circus and give LeBron James his cheesy little moment that he wanted so badly that no real sports fans gave a warm bucket of piss about. And because Lakers management sacrificed the future to bring on Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook. And I have a video about Bronny James, and that's also in the top comment. But if LeBron really wanted to ditch the Lakers, all he had to do was opt out of his contract. And of course he did not. In fact, he opted in to the $52.6 million. And this makes it harder for him to leave the Lakers and handcuffs his own chances of getting a fifth ring this year. And this week, the Kings' do-boy, Rich Paul, continued the LeBron James trade rumors when he announced that 4 teams were interested in acquiring the King. Now, LeBron has a no-trade contract, so he can pick and choose and shut down any trade that he does not like. So no matter how much some teams offer, there is zero chance that the King will end his career in Sacramento as a King, or that he's headed for the Pacific Northwest or the cornfields of Indiana. So the teams that Rich Paul is talking about are obviously 4 teams that LeBron James is somewhat interested in. But really, you know, with all the headaches that come with the guy, why would a team try and bring on a 41-year-old superstar? LeBron's health has held up so far. No major injuries over the course of his career, but that is a factor to consider. You're going to pay somebody that much, you have to consider the risk that with all the miles on his body, things could fall apart at any moment. Besides bringing an aging, complicated, yet talented piece, why would any team consider bringing on King James and all the problems that come with him? Well, like him or not, LeBron is the NBA's only player capable of bringing massive amounts of attention wherever he goes. I mean, think back to 2001, before Michael Jordan came back and went to the Washington Wizards. I mean, back then, nobody cared about Wizards basketball. Nobody outside of DC really rocked with him. You didn't see Juwan Howard jerseys anywhere. Nobody wore their merch. But when 39-year-old MJ shows up, the Wizards are on prime time. The Wizards lead off Sports Center. All of a sudden, Wizard merch becomes hot in the streets. That's the attention that LeBron can bring to any franchise. And speaking of merch, Red Blooded Sports got merch too. And it's stuff you'll actually want to wear. So check out the store. It's right below this video. I'd obviously appreciate it if you support this channel, and thank you to those of you who have purchased so far. So LeBron does have intrinsic value to bring to a team that goes beyond his contributions on the court. And according to Rich Paul, the teams that are looking to acquire him are Cleveland, the Los Angeles Clippers, the Golden State Warriors, and the Dallas Mavericks. So let's go through the possibilities. And the first team that drafted, or was gifted LeBron, depending on how you look at it, was the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, this option becomes more attractive because the East has been weakened considerably after this year's playoffs. Damian Lillard, Tyrese Halliburton, and Jason Tatum all tore their Achilles tendons this postseason and will be out for next year. And we know how much LeBron likes to stack the deck in his favor. Well, Cleveland already seems to have dropped out of the drama by publicly stating they don't want LeBron. And to be honest, they would be batshit insane if they did want him. Why blow up a currently ready to contend team so that they can bring back the LeBron media circus one more time? And a Cleveland return would be a circus. Anybody remember when you couldn't change the channel in 2015 without hearing that shitty, insufferable I'm Coming Home song by his very good friend Diddy? Well, Cleveland apparently does not want that shit again. Maybe they remember how he gave up like a bitch in the 2018 finals, and I have a video about that too, link in the top comment. I'm telling you that the LeBron James fatigue is becoming a very real thing. Plus, Cleveland is $16 million over the second apron, meaning they would have to work a considerable amount of magic, and I'm sure Donovan Mitchell does not want this fool coming back and dealing with his insufferable need to control the team in offense and his useless kid on the roster too. The Los Angeles Clippers can match up with his salary, but there are way too many questions for me about the makeup of their current roster. A maddeningly inconsistent Kawhi Leonard, an aging James Harden, Ben Simmons? Is LeBron really the answer on that team? LeBron finishing his career in the shadow of the Lakers would honestly be even more of a bizarre choice than him playing 7 years in the shadow of Kobe Bean Bryant. What about Golden State? I mean, yeah, he gets to play with his boy Draymond, but this means he would find yet another super team to link up with, and this time it will be around Steph and Jimmy Butler. If that happens, Steph Curry must be considered greater than LeBron James in all conversations moving forward, because any additional rings LeBron gets in this scenario are directly the result of him teaming up with Chef Curry. Now, what about Dallas? Now, that one will cause heads to explode. LeBron James bulldozing his way into the best situation with two former All-NBA teammates and a #1 draft pick in Cooper Flagg. But don't forget that these two former teammates got history with him. Kyrie beefed for years with LeBron during and after his time in Cleveland, and I'm sure that after the trade that sent him out of LA, Anthony Davis might not be all in for another run with King James. And do you think that the Mavs really want their impressionable #1 overall draft pick watching LeBron do jack shit on defense, fake injuries, and flop around on offense? And I've got a video for that too, link in the description below. But actually, none of these four options are my pick for where he finishes his career, because I think he stays in LA. Even with the new ownership in place, I don't think it's possible for a team at this stage of LeBron's career to cater to the Akron Hammer more than the Lakers can. They've already put up with his disappointments in the playoffs. They've somehow managed to bring in a generational superstar, and the Lakers with him and LeBron together enjoyed an incredible run during March when the two of them looked like they put it all together. So even though the LeBron James trade rumors continue through this offseason, and if they don't get off to a hot start into 2026, don't be surprised if LeBron and the Lakers actually work this out and he retires with the Lake Show whenever King James is finally ready to hang it up.